Hey, I'm Brian Serrano. I am the camp pastor at Preteen Camp, and I have been doing it since the beginning of time. Well, for 2 years since we began Preteen Camp. So the way I prepare for the role, this one's a little different because I spend time in prayer asking Father to give me the ability to make a connection without pushing. At Messiah, Texas, we are intentionally going to put the gospel out for preteens, but we are not going to give an altar call, so to speak. We're not going to try to reel in. So I want God to show me so that I can show the staff our approach of, hey, here's the gospel, here's what God's showing, but yet not push them beyond where they're comfortable. Because for many of these preteens, we're finding out it's their very first night to even be away from a parent or family member. So we want to make sure to treat them with the fruits of the Spirit of gentleness and kindness in everything we do. My role at camp is very simple, but yet completely uncontrollable. So at camp, my setting of the teachers and all that has been done before. I'll do my 1 or 2 lessons. My job is to be observant and available, both to the staff, to make sure the staff isn't getting wore out, exhausted, frustrated from a spiritual perspective. We have a lead counselor who handles it from their role perspective, but spiritually, hey, staff, are you okay? And then also from the students to be observant. What is God doing? How's it going? How's everything moving? Also at a preteen camp, we don't announce the salvation of a preteen unless they have dealt with the person who talked them through the gospel and myself, or if I'm the one who talks them through the gospel, then they meet with Justin, our director. So that way we have 2 witnesses, 3 if the third's available, to that way my role and everyone's role there is double check that these kids are making a free will decision, not being coerced into something. So my camp's a lot of observation and relationship building. My favorite part of the role is hands down seeing the kids that get it. Sure, for some that means getting saved. There's nothing greater. But seeing the kids that get it in worship, seeing the kids that get it in game time, seeing the kids that get it in relationship building. And for the first time, they didn't make a friend because their parents had a couple who were friends who had a kid. They went out and met somebody and they got it. Love that part. So 3 big skills you need if you want this position. Number 1, you have got to be willing to be flexible. If you're in a pastor position of any kind, you're dealing with people. People's needs vary, and people don't know what their needs are all the time. So you've got to be willing to be flexible and be in the moment and meet the needs. Secondly, you've got to be able to handle high pressure situations without it affecting you. I can be cool as a cucumber, and that doesn't mean we don't do something big emotional and I go fall apart in my bed and pray and cry at the end. But through it, you've got to have a cool, calm, and collected mindset. And thirdly, you got to be connected in the Word and prayer if you're going to do this job. The only extra thing that I didn't touch on here that I love is watching preteens worship. Listen, I'll go be the toilet scrubber and the grass mower if that gets me in the door to watch these young people worship. Worshiping with them and seeing such a pure, raw, no BS connection. They're just young enough to understand God is big and God is awesome, and they're singing in response to that. You can't put a price tag on that, and there's no greater worship than that.